What's up YouTube, Zee53 plays here with a playthrough of Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Hope you enjoy. If you enjoy, like and subscribe and comment down below. Let's get into it. So we've got a little cinematic to watch.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
What? What in the world is that?
Wake up, Link.
Oh. I think this is the person we're going to be playing as. I think this is the person we're going to be playing as. And we're now waking up. Or getting up. We're now sitting up. Now we're standing. We're finally standing. I've got no clue how long this cinematic is. Oh, a pedestal. This should be interesting. So, I'm just quickly going to change my settings for the controls. So, I'm going to change the jump button to B, so that then X is my running button, because I play on Nintendo. And with motions controls, I'm turning off because I hate it. Now I'm going to run over to the pedestal. Another little tiny short cinematic, I believe.
That is a SHEIKAH slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
So we now have the SHEIKAH slate, which I believe is the little like tablet that has your map on. Now I'm gonna go and open these chests. And we're just gonna equip the clothing real quick. And now we're gonna go over to the pedestal here to open the gate that is gonna be able to let us out into the kingdom of Hyrule. And as you can see, I now have another little cinematic that a cinematic that we are watching. So I think there's over like
Link, you are the
I think there's about 36
that must shine upon Hyrule
cinematics.
once again. Now go.
And now, after this tiny cinematic, we're gonna run up these stairs, and we're gonna run past this puddle, and we're just gonna climb. Now we have another cinematic. I was just checking like what the grass looks like because I love grass because it's nature. And as you can see, we can see the Kingdom of Hyrule. And here we have The Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And there seems to be an old man, no offense for his age, just a man strolling around by a campfire. I'm just going to go past that stick. I feel like pushing this boulder down, so let's just push it down and see what happens, because I've got no clue. Might hit a monster. Why is it so hard to push? Oh, there we go. And I'm crouching down to the bottom of it. And why did I just... Why... I don't know why I climbed it. And it's gonna, I think, go off the hill. Yep, just... Probably hit a ball or something that I don't know about. Just take some apples so that we've got food. I beg your pardon. I do believe it was my apple. Well, I need the food, all of the food I can get, because otherwise I'm going to get hit by a monster and I'm going to die. Technically, I'm like a one shot by an arrow. No, actually maybe quite a few shots with an arrow, but then like one with a sword or a bat. As we can see, he's telling us that that is the Temple of Time. Now we're going to head to the Temple of Time because we're going to get a quest there, which is going to be hopefully easy. And you can grab this woodcutter's axe and you can equip it need be. And then if you want a free Korok seed, then here you go. Just climb this little cliff and jump in. And there you have found a Korok. And now he's going to say, oh, you can see me? I didn't know people could see me. And he's going to tell you, if you run into PLATEAU, which is another Korok, then he's going to want you to give this to him, because he stole it from his maracas. Now, you've got a rusty broadsword, and let's just go and swim all the way to this little island bit. It's like a little island, a tiny island for the Korok. If you can grab them, if you can grab the Hyrule Bass, then I would, because you're going to need them for later on in the game. You only need one, you don't need like 3 or 2. You only need one. At the moment I'm holding down ZL, the left bottom corner control button on my controller, which is another way for swimming. And now you're going to hear a voice,
Link,
and it's calling out your name.
head for the point marked on the map in your SHEIKAH slate.
And now it's going to tell you where to go, and you've got to go to this golden dot. Just after when you're going to this golden dot, we can grab some trousers on the way. So just head down the stairs and now go into here there'll be a monster, so you'll need to kill it. Then, if you want, you can grab the Boko bow and get his bokoblin horn. Now you're going to want to open this chest, and you're going to have some Hylian trousers, which you can equip. And then we're going to head to the golden dot. Now, if you go the way that I am going, you will find 2 monsters which you can kill. Which one of them is going to try and throw explosives at you. Which, as you can see, I got hit. And I am half HP right now. So, get the bokoblin horn, get the seared steak, if you need it. And you're just going to head over to the golden dot. You'll come across some like archery bokoblins, which if you want a bow, you can kill. And as you can see, I had nearly just blown myself to death. They've seen me, so I need to equip a weapon, and I thought I might just be weapon friendly earlier, but guess I was wrong. Nice, we got a bow. Please drop some arrows. My sword's just broken. So and there's another one of these guys just running around. He's seen me as well. We can just kill him easy. Just gonna grab his traveler's sword and a Boko's shield. No, I won't bother to kill this guy. I'll spare his life. Now we're gonna go to this pedestal, which should bring up all of the towers. Just checking if he's gonna come and get me. Because we don't want him to kill me, to be fair. I'm only on a heart and a half. And it says, please watch for falling rocks. Okay, great. We might get hit on the head by a boulder. As you can see, this tower is shaking and giving an earthquake. I like this bit of the music. And now we have a tower up. That's one tower. Probably about another 11 to go. Something like that. And now we're just gonna get the part of the Great Plateau on our map, because we're gonna need it, that's for sure. Now you're gonna see, it's giving you some of the map. And as you can see, it has now got it on. Now you're gonna once again hear the voice. Also, I forgot to say, there's the chest where you can get the trousers if you want them, instead of paying about 75 rubies for the trousers. I think they're called Hylian trousers. Yeah. Now there's Ganon. Now Ganon is the reason why this game exists, because you're going to need to kill Ganon. And
Must hurry, Link.
as there is Ganon, you're going to need to complete the Great Plateau and get all the things you need. So you're going to need a lot of bows. Well, not that many bows, if I'm to be honest. At least like 2 royal bows is fine. You're going to need about 100 arrows. And as you can see, I've just died because I stupidly fell off the edge. And it looked like I was moonwalking in midair. So, isn't that nice? Moonwalking is not the best. Now we're gonna just safely this time come down off this tower. And as you can see, the old man has came to see you. And plus, I guess we're okay with calling him the old man now, because his name is Old Man. And as you can see, he's now talking to you about Calamity Ganon, the monster I was talking about back on top of the tower. And as you can see, you can now read through it. Hopefully you can read and you're not a very, very young kid who can't read certain words. But need be, you can get a parent or parental guardian to read it for you. And apparently this guy has a feeling that he knows what I'm always going to say. So, I don't have a problem with that, if I'm to be honest. It's just a bit creepy. And he's telling you you're going to need a paraglider to get down there. Because if you try to jump off, you would die. Now, you can find a load of glitches all over YouTube on how to get off the Great Plateau without having the glider. And you can find glitches to get the Master Sword without having 12 hearts. And that's all you need, 12 hearts. And that's 28 shrines you need to complete, I believe. It's either 24 or 28 shrines. Yes, it is a lot. But unless you want the Master Sword, then you're gonna have to get it. As you can see, we're just gonna run through a couple puddles. Run on this seems to be like ruined tunnel or castle. Just checking if I had any stamina things that I could drink. Hopefully we get like a stamina elixir in the future. Just check the map. Just so you know, there's a shrine here. But we're gonna complete this one first. The next shrine I'm gonna complete is the one I just showed you. Now, if you have the expansion pack, you can. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, the little like binocular thing. There's 2 chests you can get, and if you've got the expansion pack, then you can get this and get a ruby for 260 rubies. But they break it into tiny, little tiny rubies when they open it. Now, we're just going to load into the shrine. There are 4 shrines to complete. Now, this is our first one. This one should be the Malice one? No, Magnesis. Yeah, Magnesis. The Magnesis one. Yeah, Magnesis Trial, Oman, O-R Shrine. Don't know how to say that middle bit. Just put your SHEIKAH slate into the pedestal, and now you shall get your Magnesis ability. Also known as, in real life, a magnet. But this one is a very strong one. Which is okay, because it makes you lift very heavy metallic objects. And as you see, I've just fallen into water, trying to get out. Here we go. I haven't got out, but now I'm wet, because you can hear the sound. Now, there is a metal box there, but there is another metal box behind. Now, I'm just going to try and hit this guy. But I've hit him too far back now. If I just do that... No, hold up. If I just place it down... There we go. Just hit him to death. Now you're going to want to walk across this metal platform. And once you have, you're going to want to grab it and put it on the other hole. As you can see, there's a problem with it because the box had glitched into it. So I was able to pull it back a little bit. But we got it in the end. Now, if you want a chest, there's a chest up to the left. And it should give you a soldier's bow. Never mind, it was a traveler's bow. I was close, though. It does 1 more damage than your BOTW bow that you should have got earlier if you killed the goblins by the tower. Now, you're just going to want to interact with the monk's little bluey glass box, but it should work. Now, you can see she's gonna give you a orb. A spirit orb. A symbol of courage. Well, that's good. So now we've got the Magnesis power. Now you can't get those 2 chests in the little river without using the Magnesis. Now the old man is going to come to you. And now you've got to complete the other 3. And he's going to ask you to go up to the top of the tower. So you can just teleport to the top of the tower and he's going to say, oh, I've beat you. Oh, guess what? He's secretly a spirit. He is actually dead. And he's going to tell you about who made these. But we don't need to know that much about them. I'm just going to leave it like, I'm just going to go through this bit slowly so that you can read it. I accidentally pressed the forward button on that bit. Now we're going to talk kindly to him because he's a nice person. Nearly sneezed. So just teleport to the top of the tower because it's quicker. And he's just looked away. Now we've just teleported. So how did that appear faster than we did when it only took us 10 seconds? Well, guess what? He's dead. So he's a spirit, and he just spirits himself up there whilst we're talking. And now you can use the little binocular thing that I showed you earlier. Don't know how I did it though. To look around and find some shrines. So now we're just gonna go down the tower and safely go all the way down and run to the other shrine, which isn't the brick far. And as you can see, we've now got to the shrine. Now I might get seen by the Guardians, but hopefully we don't. Now if you just climb up here and run across, there is a chest from the expansion pack, which not everyone has the expansion pack because you have to pay for it, which you could get it as a birthday gift, or pay with it with your own money, or get it as a Christmas gift. And now we've got a completely different outfit other than the ripped, like sort of bad ones. We have now got a Nintendo outfit. Although it would be better if the jeans were either dyed black or red. But it could have been a different colour, the top, but it's because the creator who made this game, their favourite colour is red. Probably. I don't exactly know who they are, and I don't know anything about them other than they made this game. Although it's not the man who made all the other games before this, because he passed away, sadly. And as you can see, we're just going to blow up these bits, the little rocks, and we get a chest with a traveller's claymore. And guess what? Look at that, we've blown up more rocks. And now you're going to want to pull out your square bomb and place it just down on there. Now, as you can see, I've blown it up just a bit too early, so it did blow up all of them, but it blew up 2 of them, so that we can just perfectly get through. Now, there is another chest, so we will head over here. If you want the 2 extra chests, if you want both of the chests, then just climb on. You just want to get onto this, and then you've got one of them. We've already got the other, which gave us the Traveller's Claymore. This should give you amber. I'm really good at guessing. And then you've made a bit of money, so that then you can buy some food off someone and buy a couple of materials. Now you're going to want to launch that across, because you can now blow it up, and it will blow it up. Now you can either launch yourself over there, or you can climb the ladder. I would say ladder is quicker, but that's just my opinion. Now you're going to want to examine the monk's little glass box, and she'll give you a spirit orb. Once again, you need 2 more of these to either go to like somewhere where you can pray for either 1 heart and another heart, or some more stamina. Now, I usually take the hearts for some more health, and I'm telling you, it's going to be useful. Make sure that I've got, just making sure that I've got, just checking if I've got any arrows, because I don't really know. And there's the Guardian that's going to point a laser at our face. I don't know how they made that sound, like the sound for the game. It's probably like they've hit some metal pan thing. But I do believe this game was made in China or Japan. I don't know, because I've not really looked into the game. I just got this as a birthday present, and so I just thought, why not make one of these videos? And as you can see, in the top right corner, there's a shrine, and there's some bad guys over here. Now, you can kill the bad guys if you want to, but I would sneak all the way. Instead of doing what I just did, I would have sneaked all the way to there and grabbed their weapons so that they cannot hit you. And as you can see, I dodged his attack. Now I'm going to grab his weapon and his shield, and then I'm going to hit him and grab his bow, because we're going to need more bows for later. Now I'm going to leave the bees, because otherwise I'm going to get stung by it. So you're going to want to head all the way over to this little house. And this is what I said, and this is where you're going to use the fish, because trust me, you're going to want it. And as we've got arrows to get the meat for what we're needing, it's going to be so much easier. Now, if you've got good aim, then you just made it 300 times easier for yourself. You can shoot the birds, because I guarantee you there is always birds here that you can shoot. Now, just grab the spicy peppers that are on the desk. I didn't mean to do that. And then go to the little cooking bowl that's outside. Now you're going to want to get your fish, your bird leg, and then your spicy pepper. And you're going to cook something up called spicy meat and seafood fry, which you are going to want it. And trust me, because it's going to make your life 3 million times easier. Because if you show it to the old man, he's going to give you a warm doublet. Just because you're going to let him in on one of the ingredients that he didn't write in the book that I accidentally pressed on. Because I already know the recipe. Now it's just showing him that's good. And I mean, it's good, because you're going to get a warm doublet. Now we're sadly going to have to take this Nintendo outfit off and put the warm doublet. But it makes you look more of a traveller and not of a man who's just been stranded on a little island. Oops, just hit the... I just by accidentally hit my mic with my headset. Now, you're going to want to chop down this tree with a woodcutter's axe. Now, hopefully you've not broken it. If you have broken it, you can find one in his house, just lying against the wall. Now, I would crouch once you've got onto it, so that then it makes it easier, so that then you don't run across. And as you can see, I've just fallen off and got rid of pretty much all the house. You don't completely lose it, you can heal yourself and then you've got it back. It's just an empty heart vessel that is just going to be there. Now there will be 2 bokoblins here. Now you're just going to want to get onto this little edge bit here and just climb up onto all the little bits that are pointing out, like, that are just sticking out of the mountain. And then you're just going to wait on them and get all your stamina back. As you can see, you can get rush shrooms, which if you want, you can just be silly and go back down, cook them up, cook 2 of them up, and it should give you, like, fast running and stuff for about a minute or so. You can just use rush shrooms and then put, like, a bokoblin spawn in it, and that will make you an Alexa. I don't know if it's an Alexa or an Elixir. I don't know how to say it. It's written ELEXIR, I believe. I don't really know, because I've not got an Alexa yet. I'm just going to say it Alexa, because I just am. As you can see, we can hear a, like, I think skeleton bokoblin, which has just died because it's got too bright. And because it was up there for way too long. And now you're just gonna put your little SHEIKAH slate in the pedestal. And voila. Now you have the stasis. Once you have the stasis, you are going to just head over here because you're going to want to freeze that little bench bit. If I can get here quick, then that's good. Good, we got there. We got there in the end. Right, just going to pull out my stasis, freeze it, crouch through because I made it too small. Now, this is just to get the chest. You don't necessarily need to come get the chest. You're going to get a Traveler's Shield. Now, I believe it's better than the other shields you should have at the moment, which are the Bokoblin shields. Which is okay. You don't need to worry about it. Because you can just head over here. Now, there's a sledgehammer there, so you can grab it. Freeze this ball, hit it, and then it should unfreeze itself and yeet itself away, which, as you can see, it has bounced itself off the edge, and you will never see it again. Examine the monk's little box, and there you go. You have your third little spirit orb, because they are very small. Just nearly started singing because I like to sing sometimes. I'm just going to wait for this to load so that we are out of the shrine. Now, you're going to want to come out here and you're going to see that you've got two of the skeleton bokoblins I was talking about earlier. Now, I'm going to kill them just because I want to kill them, and plus I love using spears, and as you can see, I've just been whipped, which is not good. Just hit his head, grab his spear, grab the other spear, and grab all the monster parts because you can sell them. And then as we can see, there's some skeleton arms, but I'm just going to leave them. And as we can see, I've got a full weapon stash. Just gonna slide down this hill, because I believe it helps me not to take so much fall damage. Now I've just taken. Now we know which one was meant to have the bow, because he'll go like and hit down on the floor, which should go well. And then I'm just gonna stab them because I love stabbing people with a spear. Only in Legends of Zelda. I would never stab anyone in real life with a spear. To be fair, I don't even have a spear. Just gonna burn this box so that I can get all the materials on the inside. And they've put like leather, I believe, or some sort of fur, so that then you can so that it stays warm. Now we're going to want to head to this little lake bit over here, because because that's where our last shrine is. And then you're going to want to go to the Temple of Time, climb to the top of it. There'll be a tiny little room where you can go. Someone's trying to shoot me. I tried to grab his bow, but I've got a full bow staff. And now I've killed all of these guys. I'll just drop this one because it's old and it's gonna have been hit before, I believe. Don't know if I actually ever used it, can't remember. Then we're gonna just go up this hill. Should be able to slide virtually halfway there because I love sliding with my shield. And actually, now that I think about it, the shield that I dropped did get used because I remember, because I slid down off the hill and hit the ground with it without taking any fall damage, which was good for me. So you're just going to want to walk up this path, because there's just a little path here that you can just use, which is good for me. And walking up the hill to the shrine, there should be some goblins. Now I'm probably going to just walk around here, because I can't be bothered to climb at the moment. And now we're here. Now you're just going to follow the path that's going around to get up to the shrine. I believe it's this one, or it might be another. Which you're going to want to do. As you can see, I've just taken damage and I am on a quarter of a heart. So I am very screwed if I get hit, which will not be nice for me. And as you can see, you might get hit by a snowball, which will probably take you off the edge of the mountain, which will not be fun. And as you can see, I've lost my beautiful and kind spear, which kept me alive for ages. Now, he did a quarter of a heart with his bare hand, and I do not literally mean he has a bare hand. He's just burnt my shield, how dare him. I don't want my weapons on fire. I'm just gonna grab this meat because I'm gonna want it. Grab all the materials I can get. If you feel like it, just chuck these off the edge. Then nobody can end up climbing up here with some climbing gear and end up killing themselves with it by accident. Now just go up the hill and you've now got Care Namet Shrine. Hopefully I said that correctly, because I'm not familiar with any of these really weird names. So this should hopefully go well. Now we're gonna just put the SHEIKAH slate into the pedestal. as you can see, I'm just gonna pop that there so then I don't get shot. And as you can see, voila. Now, if you go to your left, if you just jump onto that edge bit, there is, if you want it, a chest. But I don't want it. I don't need it, okay? Do you know what? I'll just get it in case. It might have something good. Who knows what could be in it. Now I'm glad I got the chest because it had a traveler spear on, and you already know I'm gonna drop it or drop that other one and grab the spear. Well, I'm just gonna throw this one because it's harshly broken and just pick up my focus spear. Now I'm gonna go back up here and I'm just gonna run all the way to the shrine. And now I'm gonna examine it. And I am going to get my last spirit orb. Now, I hope this has helped you out, because if it hasn't, then I'm sorry. My headset keeps hitting something. Oh. And once again, he is now talking to you. And it needs to make an X, and the only place it makes an X on is the Temple of Time, where I've told you to go. Now, you might be just a bit ahead of me, and you'll be like, okay, where do I go? I just don't really need all the shrines because I've completed it. But trust me, a lot of you players of Legends of Zelda are gonna need this to get you started and off the Great Plateau. Because otherwise, you're gonna be spending about 3 days just messing around on the Great Plateau till you've probably finished it. Now we've now teleported to the Shrine of Resurrection. Now we're gonna just climb out like we did at first when we first loaded up the game. Now, it doesn't obviously do the cinematic every time you go out of the Shrine of Resurrection. Because, I mean, why would it? And as you can see, I'm gonna use my shield and it's gonna probably break on me, and then I'm gonna roll down the hill and lose a third of, probably about a third of my heart. No, I think that's a quarter. I'm not good with fractions. I've really got to get better at them. Now I'm just gonna run down this hill. As we can see, Link must jump very high because I was able to get the summer wing butterfly. Now, I think this can give you, like, it decreases your heat when you're, like, in a desert or something. Which is useful. You can just take this guy out. And that's why I love using the spears, because if I didn't have a spear and I had a sword, he would have probably been able to hit me first. And now I'm gonna pray. Probably, I'm just gonna get another heart vessel. Last time I checked, statues cannot talk, thanks. Unless it's God talking to me right now. Now, the old man is talking to you. And he's going to ask you to go up there quickly. And you saw a glowing light earlier and now. And he's still glowing now. Now he's gonna... There's another cinematic. I thought I could have sworn there was him talking here. He's just gonna tell you about himself, and in the chest beside him is a soldier's bow. I think. King Roham, and you do not want to mess with this guy because this guy carries with him like a royal guard's claymore, and he will chop you one hit. If you could actually mess with him. I mean, if I were to mess with him, I would probably mess with him in his sleep and cut his beard off and then draw a little black moustache. That'd be funny. Okay, everyone. There's a 5-minute cinematic which I'm not going to be watching. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. And it's been Zee53 Plays, and I'll see you in the next episode. See ya.